Spears and Steinberg.
You know what the fuck it is?
Aries and Andy, Chew and the Jerk.
You know it's time to get this work.
The real raw, gutter, uncut cocaine. No political corrections.
Always sleep.
Fuck being awoke. We discuss politics and jokes.
Scribe, we lit.
There's levels to this shit. Before you was sucking on your mama's tit.
Aries Spears don't give a fuck.
We talk about race a lot, racism,
Sexism.
Much love to my loyal bitch bag holders.
Rollers, clip loaders.
We got them in the folders.
The whole world on our shoulders.
Spears and Steinberg.
Yeah.
This Oh Steve has been brought to you by Max DaVinci. Keep in mind, I'm reading this for the first time. 4 dudes are sitting in a car, driver, normal voice, or an impression of your and Andy's choosing. Front seat, Sly Stallone. Back seat left, Arnold. Back seat right, Keanu. Driver, what the fuck, guys? You know we are driving in a loaner car. Nothing works but the goddamn engine and seat belts. Who the hell keeps busting ass? Sly. Hey, yo, you know me, you know? If I would have fought, you see the powerful blast lift me 2 inches off the seat, you know? Must have been Arnie. If I were to pass gas and the windows would blow out and we would need to get into a chopper now. Arnold, Keanu. No way. The only way I break wind is through cans. Just cans. Then the driver just leaves. Oh, Steve. If you were an Uber driver, what would you rate that? How many stars would you give that?
I'd still give it 5 stars.
Really?
If it was an Uber driver.
Right. You'd still give that Oh Steve a 5 stars.
Not that it was, if it was an Uber driver, I'd give it 5 stars.
Right. But what would you give the Oh Steve?
I'd give it, I would pretend that I forgot.
Dog, I thought she was on to something, man, but I don't see the connection why he said Oh Steve. It's like if he said Oh Sly, but then that wouldn't be an Oh Steve, but that would at least connect.
Here. Look, let me fix it. So the guys are arguing in the back about who farted, right?
Right. Hey, yo, was it you? It wasn't me. Was it you? No.
And then the driver turns around with a big smile on his face and goes, guys, it was me. And they all say at the same time,
Oh, Steve. There you go. Oh, Steve. Oh, Steve. Oh, Steve. Oh, yeah, that would have.
You should put that in cans, Steve.
You should put that. It smelled like it came out of a can. Just a can. There you go, Andy. That's why you are a professional, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You are professional.
Yeah, but I'm playing in the I'm in the semi-pro.
Okay. This I showed Andy this yesterday. This wasn't really an email that was sent to me via email, but rather a comment that I read on YouTube from our last email episode, or one episode where we talked about if you took our comics from the United States and put together a dream team, like the best of the best versus the rest of the world and stand up. I remember I said the score would be 187-7 or some shit like that, like the 92 Dream Team. And this dude wrote a comment, again, not as an email, but as a comment in the YouTube section of our podcast on Spearsburg Pod YouTube. And I'm not gonna lie. This got my nut hair. Did you just fart?
Oh, yeah.
Just a bit out. Damn, nigga, that threw me.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah, it was the tacos that we had here in Omaha. Omaha.
Yeah,
Omaha.
California tacos.
Yeah, that was my butt yelling Omaha.
Oh boy, Andy just farted and I ate it.
Okay, that was the first. I finally farted on the podcast, but not into the microphone because I use this microphone.
Anyway, so
damn, that smells.
This dude, and again, I watched game tape. This dude, I'm gonna read his comment that he wrote, and if you're listening, the dude's name is Sam. So Sam, if you watch our podcast, and you will see this and you will hear this. So this is me talking to you. But first, let me read what he wrote. Oh boy. American stand-up is overrated. I belly laugh at your jokes. Old Eddie Murphy, old Richard Pryor, Patrice O'Neal, and Bernie Mac. Everyone else, I might get a little giggle. And yes, I'm talking about your greats like Dave and Chris Rock. I prefer UK comedians like Fumbi, Frank Boyle, and even the guy who did The Office. I forget his name, but I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Fuck you, cocksucker. Suck my dick, Sam.
That was Ricky Gervais,
How
by the way.
fucking dare you? For the record, yeah, we do know who you talk about. Nigga, you don't even know who the fuck you were talking about. Who the fuck is Frankie Boyle, nigga? Who the fuck is Fumbi? Let me tell you something. If Patrice O'Neal was still alive, Patrice by his motherfucking self would destroy all of Britain. Alone.
Well, he was there. That's where he came up from.
But alone. Now you throw in fucking Dave Chappelle. You throw in Cat Williams. You throw in me, Eddie Griffin, some more, Sarah Silverman. Maybe not my cup of tea, but still, they're big names in the comedy game. Louis C.K., Dave Attell, Bill Burr. Are you out of your fucking mind? Fumbi, nigga? Who the fuck is Fumbi?
Yeah.
Frankie Boyle?
But
suck my dick.
But then maybe they're watching
USA. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all can't fuck with us on. And no one comedically ever else in the world could fuck with America's stand-up. Nobody.
There's some great stand-ups around the world.
Name them.
Okay, now it's hard for me to name them.
Exactly.
The
defense rests, Your Honor.
Richie Gervais is
okay. The biggest one.
Okay.
Name them. No, don't use your phone.
There are some really good comics.
Name them.
I can't.
Exactly.
But I don't remember names very well.
Well, fuck that. Name for me right now 5 great U.S. comics. Name them.
Well, that's too easy.
Well, exactly. Why do you think it's too easy?
Well, because I'm around.
We're the best. Oh. We're the best. Oh. We're the best, nigga. Karate Kid.
It is our
Daniel's son.
It is our art form.
You goddamn right it is.
But
listen, blood, bullets, titties, jokes, we own them. We good at killing motherfuckers. We good at showing titties. We good at drugs.
No, I'm not going to give you titties because
I won't either because I know overseas they be getting down.
And they've had that in the public. They used to have
we do need to do better with that.
Page 3 of their whatever their paper is.
Right.
They always used to have
Right.
that. Yeah. So I'm not going to take titties.
I give us smut.
Smut.
We're great at smut.
Yeah.
Dirtiness, filthy smut. That is America, nigga. An asshole open, gaped open. Smell the inner booty wind. Smut, nigga. Jokes and blood. That's what we do.
In basketball.
How fucking dare you?
I know other countries are coming up with
nigga.
basketball.
Who is Fumbi?
I don't know. I was going to put
good, Mike Governor. Get the fuck out of here.
What is this Fumbi,
nigga? Fumbi. Frankie Boyle. Fuck out of here.
Fumbi China?
Look.
Fumbi?
Fumbi.
Doesn't come up.
Put up Fumbi, English comedian.
Yeah,
It probably still won't come up. Eddie Izzle Pop. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but that one, that's
Eddie Izzard.
Yeah.
The cross-dressing motherfucker.
Yeah, but there's another guy that I love. Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Carr is fucking funny, dude. There, you got me to get one.
When you look at the Dream Team, when they played Croatia, yeah, Tony Kukoc was the star of the team. There's always one. We sent 12 soldiers over there, that motherfucker, man.
As far as like Fumbi, I just looked. I put Fumbi comic and
yeah, exactly.
Nothing.
Frankie Boyle. Look up Frankie Boyle.
Frankie Boyle, comedian. Oh, wait, here we go.
What does it say?
Francis Martin Patrick Boyle. Born 6 August of 72, a Scottish comedian and writer. He's known for satirical, surreal, graphic, and often controversial sense of humor. I'd like to see this guy.
I'd blast that nigga off the planet, nigga.
He looks like someone I might know.
Fuck out of here. Come on, man.
I still want to know who this Foombi is.
You good luck, nigga.
Maybe it's so that hangs out with the Felt Face from here in America.
Who's Felt Face?
That puppet that's doing all the stand-up circuit.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, though.
Jeff Dunham's puppets are better than any English comic, nigga.
It's not. Jimmy Carr is fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, he's a good roaster.
Yeah.
He's a great roaster. But nah, man, ain't nobody fucking with our heavyweights, nigga. Our black roster alone will destroy Britain. Just the black roster, nigga. If he was here, Bernie Mac. Yo, Steve Harvey is a beast on stage. A monster.
It's funny.
D.L. Hewley, Chris Rock, Earthquake. Are you out of your fucking mind? Foombi, nigga?
Earthquake is still probably, I still think he's the most underrated comic that's been around that long.
Come on, B. Come on, B.
Has he ever, I know he's had his specials, but has he ever been on a TV show?
I think he's done some guest appearances here and there.
But never like his own.
Yeah, man.
Dude, that dude.
Fuck out of here, dude. Our roster is ridiculous. That's like putting up America's rap roster against foreign rappers. Landslide, nigga. Landslide. All right. Randfoots.
Dude, they should come recruit you for, you should work in some.
I'll be like the nigga in the rucker. The nigga that can't play ball but has the mic. Oh, give it up, yo. Nigga, my man Hot Sauce in the building, nigga. Yeah, I'm the hype man.
But just going USA.
Man, fuck, I'll talk you out your game, motherfucker. Fuck out of here, Foombi. You fuck. And if you, listen, you gotta be, whoever, Sam, you have to be from there for you to be fucking cheerleading that hard for European comedy. And if you're not from there and you from here, you're a fucking traitor. That's what they call that shit. Treason, nigga.
Can you send us a link to Foombi? Because I couldn't find it. Seriously.
You'll be arrested for treason if you from here with that. How dare you?
I want to see the Foombi. Because I just don't know what it is.
Sebastian Maniscalco. Are you fucking serious? Jim Gaffigan. What? Fuck out of here, nigga. Okay. What's up, Aries and Andy? Ran Foots in the building. Ran Edgar Foots to be exact. Oh, her name's Edgar. All right. I wanted to speak upon the Chris Rock and Lewis clip that you played on the podcast. Of course, Aries, as you said, Aries, it resurfaced due to his garbage ass special. A great comedian? No, it's my opinion. Sorry for getting off subject, but it had to be said. Chris Rock should have been equally offended. Lewis felt comfortable enough to say the word nigger around him. And I like how the richest comedian in the room told his ass it wasn't okay. Jerry Seinfeld spoke upon it, and what he said, Chris should have said. He was laughing like the punk he is. My point is, he should have been equally upset in that clip. You laughed alongside this clown. You wouldn't dare say it in front of a real black man. Chris has money, so he feels he's beyond his color. I had to come out of the cabin in my new flip-flops and toothpick. It's ridiculous. I do not tolerate people of the other shade using that word in front of me. I checked one at work. His face turned bright red and his voice was shaking. Rand Foots doesn't play that shit. Congratulations on the podcast. Still tuned in. Good day, my peoples. Oh, thank you, Edgar.
See, but I don't like that this is about, they're making it about Chris. This is about Louis C.K. saying it, not Chris. Chris didn't say what you wanted him to say, but there's a difference between someone saying what you don't want them to say and someone not doing what you wanted them to do.
I'm going to butcher the Martin Luther King quote. Basically, he's saying, if you sit by and you know somebody is doing wrong and you don't say anything, then you're just as guilty as the person committing wrong. I didn't say it as eloquently as he said it, but that's the gist of it. And as a black man, you know, to be able to just sit there and allow that is just, you know.
But then I go to what Dave Chappelle said about being a comedian and being able to say whatever it is that you
on
think
stage.
That
on stage.
Or in a group of people that you felt comfortable with. I mean, they were talking as comedians, so they weren't talking about. They were talking as if a group of comedians was running ideas and thoughts and comedic.
Do you
things.
think that if Bill Russell, given the kinship and the brotherhood he felt in the locker room with the men that respected him and treated him as an equal man, if they all of a sudden just all of them white boys with just him being the only black guy in the locker room just started slinging around the word nigga, do you think Bill Russell would agree with that and go, hey, we're basketball players?
No, but he's not a comedian. He's a basketball player.
Okay, but at what point don't you put who you are as a man first?
I already told you I didn't think it. First of all, it didn't come across correct to me. I'm being honest. It didn't.
So why defend it?
I'm defending Chris because I don't think that he owed someone.
If Chris doesn't defend Chris, what makes you think you need to defend Chris?
Okay, I'm not defending Chris. I'm defending.
You just said you were.
I'm defending the situation. I'm defending the people think Chris needs to do something for it. Why does Chris have to make Louis C.K. Realize that's a problem?
Oh, technically, he doesn't. But as people of the black community, and again, my issues was still the same. I'm not saying you can't tell the joke. I'm not saying the joke may or may not be funny. That's subjective. I'm just saying have the balls to do the joke in front of the people that don't look like you. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but if Chris would have said that, would that have been enough for you? Hey.
That would have been something.
Okay.
It would have been something. But to just, ha and he it up, and the defense is coming from,
but
Jerry.
And not only was it defense from Jerry, I do like how he put it though.
Yes,
because he said that he said Louis had found the funny to him, to himself, that he had found
right.
That what was funny of that to himself. And then Jerry followed up with, nor do I seek it, yes. Which is the bigger part of it, because it isn't Jerry's job to seek that word out to try to make it funny. If that isn't part of his life, if something in his life didn't come up where that was something that he would have maybe discovered as in my joke, where it happened to me. So I saw what was funny about it. I didn't go seeking it, but it did come to me. I like Jerry's point where as a white guy doing with a mainly white audience, I'm not seeking to try to find a way to make that funny
most
either.
White dudes that say nigga don't seek ass whippings. They come to them. You know what I'm saying? No one that says nigga to niggas don't ever seek it. But they find their way. The ass whippings find their way to you.
What was that dude who got that iced tea in the head? I forgot what he said.
That's okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And speaking of ass whoopings, back to my man Sam, who said the UK is funnier than us. This next emailer I'm going to read, I'm going to send him to you. And just so I make sure he whoop your ass, I'm going to put a wig on you and some lipstick. Okay. Oh, here he come. Watch out, girls. He'll beat you up. Oh, here he come. He's a woman beater. Ronald Williams. Ronald, get your passport ready. I need you to go to Europe and whoop some ass. And I need you to hit him twice and say, this is for Fumbi, whop. And this is for Frank Boyle, whop. All right. John Morant is Alfaro from being a street dude. What's up, A&A? Aries, bro, you said John Morant. And incidentally, this is a correction I have to make because a lot of people hit me up and was like, this dude is far from a street dude. Also, okay. Excuse me. Oh, Jesus. Aries, bro, you said John Morant is a street dude. LOL. Either you're trolling us or you really just don't know John Morant went to a private school. He grew up in the suburbs. He's a good kid playing gangster. That's why he looks more stupid, because he's far from a street nigga. That's all I got to say. Now let me get back to beating this bitch up. Just jokes. Thanks, Ronald.
I did know that he went to a private school.
Here's something I know about you. All right. I was trying to do
the 8 Mile. But like I said, I hope he gets some help. It seems like he is getting some help.
Right.
It's also the people that you have around you that leads you down the wrong path sometimes. So I don't know.
Here's how I know he wasn't a street dude. Somebody sent me the picture of him posing with his mother, father, and his brother. And this nigga had on leather moccasins with no socks.
You and your no socks.
Dude, I'm telling you, real black men don't wear shoes with no socks. We don't let our naked feet touch the material of a leather shoe with no in between. We don't do that. That is a white man thing. Listen, sweaty toes and funky feet Niggas don't intentionally do that.
You're gonna see a lot more of it because I see a lot more dudes wearing
Them ain't real
shoes.
black men, dog. They're not. They're not. It's raised within our culture. Put some socks on. First of all, do you know what that raw leather on your raw skin is doing to your toes? It's tearing your feet up. So the only other niggas that I've seen do that is Africans. And they feet, nigga, look. I mean, them niggas will wear leather shoes with no socks in a minute. Toes, nigga, look to death, motherfucker. Them niggas. But yeah, Africans and white men. American Negroes don't do that.
All right.
Yeah. I'm telling you, next time, folks, buy some deli meat and leave it 2 weeks past the due date, expiration date, and leave it out, not in the refrigerator. That smell is what white men toes smell like.
Dude, I wore topsiders all through high school, no socks, and the shoes are waterproof. It's made to be wet. It doesn't do that. It's made to be wet because you wear them on boats.
You can have a boat, but niggas will wear Jordans or Timbs on the boat.
I would love to see you like on a yacht.
I'm telling you,
with your Timbs,
all butters, nigga, all butters on with the white linen pants and shirt.
I could see Aries with his billions of dollars going into the shoe shop and going, "Hey, put some of them those boat soles on the bottom of my Timbs so that I can still wear my Timbs on my boat."
My yacht would be butterscotch. Yeah. Can't tell that my boots are just a big ass a boat of my boots, nigga. All right, Tony Anderson, Stuttering Andy. What's up, guys? Tony here. I took a break from the show because I had a lot going on last year, but currently catching back up on the episodes. Currently listening to Hey You Guys, October 27th, 2022. And listening to Andy stutter his way through explaining the origins of the word fag is the funniest attempt I've heard of someone stating a fact while not trying to offend. He's right, but Andy sounds so unsure that it sounds like two big gay men named Blossom and Tiny are standing over him, breathing heavy, just waiting for him to fuck up so they can show him where they like to stick their favorite bundle of sticks. Stay funny and out if lock up Tony. P.S. I'll be writing in more and hope to become a regular emailer. Stay funny and out if lock up Tony.
I don't know.
Yeah, Tony, it's okay to be a regular emailer, but don't become a regular $10 a lot of money.
Oh, that if I bet was an of, and I bet it changed it. Because it
so what's it supposed to say?
Stay out of lockup.
Stay funny and out of lockup. Nigga, talk to Ronald. Tell me that. Talk to Ronald. All right.
I didn't like explaining that though, but I was trying to tell you what the actual meaning of it was. But it just, I don't know. I don't know.
You were trying not to offend.
I was trying not to. I always try not to offend because there's so much offense out there. I'm trying not to be one of the offenders, but it is what
Note
it
to
is.
Aries. Try
not to offend.
To offend. Ramon Raymond Martinez, titles. What's up, Legend and Prospect? Legend and Prospect. Okay. Came up with a few movie titles, wanted to shoot your way. Love the podcast and keep up with every episode. Here go the titles. Along Came a Schlong, starring Morgan Freeman. Dude, Where My Cunt, starring Jennifer Gargle. Superbus, starring Emma Stroken, and Brave Shaft, starring Mel Pipeson. Brave Shaft just sounds like a new Shaft coming out.
I like Pipesome though because it's more than one.
Mel Pipeson?
Yeah.
Oh, Pipesome.
Yeah.
Oh, like a double entendre.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Thank you, Raymond Martinez. Let me see. Hold on. What are you looking up?
Justin from the Bronx. our guy out there. He sent me
real quick to our girl Deidre Ann Johnson. I told her like you know what I love about Deidre Ann Johnson. She sends about 5 or 6 emails at once, but they're all one-liners.
Yeah.
So I had her back and said, baby, you know we love you. You're an official bitch badge holder, but put all your thoughts in one email. I mean, you are the opposite of Dewan Curse. He sends scrolls. You send Post-its. Put all your thoughts on one email. It ain't gonna be but 5 or 6 lines. I'll read all your shit at once.
Yeah. Justin.
Matter of fact, Deidre Ann Johnson. Go ahead about Justin.
He said, I thought this was Dawn of the Head.
Dawn of the Head.
Instead of Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Head.
Yeah, but he needs some
Dawn
actor.
a chick?
No, Dawn. It could be.
Okay, Dawn of the Head. Okay.
That would be better. Dawn of the Head. And,
Right.
Starring, and then you got to give some.
Who was in that movie? What's my man name? I'm gonna send some hard pipe head niggas. Ving Rhames.
Yeah.
What's his porn name? Ving Rhames. I gotta think about that, but there should be something with him. Damn. Yeah. All right. Is that the movie with Mekhi Phifer where they were in the mall and the zombies?
There's been so many Dawn of the Dead.
Right, you're
I
right,
don't
you're
know
right,
which
you're
ones
right.
are which.
Okay.
I like Dawn of the Head though, and then you got to give her some names like Jenny Gobble 'em Up or something like that.
Right.
Gobble and Goo.
Gobble and Goo. Oh my God. Why I'm trying to fucking
There was a little dice in there. Goo.
Gobble and Goo. Go. Oh. Yeah, this is the picture. Look. John
Yeah, I
Moran.
seen that one.
Yeah, see? The nigga straight got no socks on, man. Mike Looney. Andy's conversation. Hey, Aries and Andy. Hey, this is Mike from New Jersey. It's fucking Mike from New Jersey. I've written it a few times and my email was read on the podcast. I'm writing in today because after listening to Andy's bullshit on the Bill Maher episode, I noticed a few things. First, I respect Andy finally for being honest and revealing himself to be who we all thought he's been. Andy is Republican through and through, full stop. I've always wondered why he tries to play both sides when he's always defending Republicans and their antics. He said in the episode, liberals want everything to be without rules. Andy, please name a time when you've heard one say that. Second, the reason why people say most Republicans are racist is because they vote for party and not what's best for them as people. Third, if you're voting for the same people, neo-Nazis and white nationalists, what does that say about you? Andy keeps saying both sides. Does both sides want to bring back lynching? Ask Andy about Tennessee. Did both sides vote on the Supreme Court to end abortions? Does both sides want to end same-sex marriage? Did both sides agree to not regulate insulin costs? I love the show, but Aries, for God's sakes, read a little more and check Andy with the bullshit he spreads on the show. Well, let me stop for a second. I've openly admitted I'm not much of a reader, and particularly in politics, I'm not very knowledgeable or savvy. So that's what you guys are for. Check the motherfucker. Because I don't always know, you know what I mean? So fuck that. Andy is an old white man with old white thoughts. Andy isn't as smart as he pretends to be. I'd love if you guys had a live show with a Q&A. By the way, I don't have a problem with conservatives. I have a problem with people, and he puts in parentheses, like Andy, who try to pretend that party hasn't completely flipped and become just about hate. Oh boy, here we go. All right.
What?
I'm giving you the floor.
Well, I like how he doesn't have a problem with it, but he put me on it. Like I'm concerned. Like did he say I was Republican or conservative?
Republican.
Okay. Well, do you want my registration card or what do you want? I'm not a Republican, but I am conservative. And there are conservative Democrats, first of all. But I don't like either party, man. Let me just ask you this question, because you're right. You're right about everything you said. Okay. There. Now you're right. Tell me how the Democratic Party has served you. I'm waiting. I can wait here till next week and you won't be able to tell me how the Democratic Party has served you.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge.
Well, explain to me how the Democratic Party has served you. Explain to me how the Democratic states are being run better than all the other states. No party is good. I don't know how to say it any other way. When I say this before, I love individuals. I hate people. Because individuals speak for themselves. People speak in group thought. And the group thought, Republican or Democrat, has never been good for anybody. Because you're run, as the Republicans are now, the voice, the speaking head was Donald Trump for a while. And it still really is, because they're either speaking for or against him. They can't even get their own footing anymore. So we've taken the worst to make that their talking point. Taking the Democratic side, and what are they doing to make the life better? What are they doing to make the world better? Let me back that up. What are they doing to make America better? Because that's really the only thing they can do. I don't think that any side has done their job. And I don't understand why you want to put me on one side when I've complained about both. I don't enjoy either party. I don't fall into the rhetoric of either party. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of our two-party system. I think at one time it might have worked, but you got to go back all the way back to why we only have two parties, why we only really had one. It's not in our best interest. And the Republican Party doesn't serve everybody, and the Democratic Party doesn't serve everyone. And you need both sides. I don't like the racists on either side. And yes, you have racists in your Democratic side party too. Don't twist it all up. It's just as fucked up. But one just had a spokesperson that made it even worse and made it shine the light on it even brighter. Just if one side was really great, they would be doing great things. And they had the political capital and the number of people to change things, and they didn't. We're not going to get anywhere with this. And I am an old white man with old white ideas. Maybe some of those ideas I think are good. I like some of the new ideas too, but it's just where we're at.
Here.
So I'm glad you called me out and you really backed it up with saying your feelings. So I appreciate how you felt.
Okay. Christian Paul, weighing special.
Oh, wait, before we go any further, I just like how we all knew who he was. Andy just confirmed how we all knew who. Did you already erase that?
Yes, I did.
I just want to state this. As you tried to put me into a box and tell me who I am.
Damn, shows my elbows ashy as a motherfucker, but go ahead.
And lotion's free here. There's no reason to have ashy elbows when you're at a hotel and they have free lotion. You could have lotioned up. You tried to say what everyone else thinks about me. So if I met you and I told you what everybody else thought about you, would I be talking out of my ass since I don't know everybody else and it's your assumption of how other people feel about me? Because I don't get that from everybody. But thank you for you and your whole group of people that follow behind you and how they think about me. I appreciate you, man. Keep going.
May I move on, boss?
Yeah, you may. Do you want me to go get you some lotion?
Nah, fuck that lotion now, nigga. I'm gonna put on it because you say so. Weighing special, Spears. Sup, dog? Long-time fan, long-time listener of the Spears and Steinberg podcast. You two are great, a great 1-2 punch. You're the funniest dude ever in comedy, in my opinion. Attaboy. Been following you since Mad TV. Thank you for always putting out great content. I was listening to the response over the Chris Rock and Marlon Wayans comedy special. Great shit. As a huge fan of Marlon Wayans, you definitely did a good job giving your opinion without calling any names. Well, we know now. That's mad respect. Oh, God.
Tacos,
nigga. But most of all, I'm so glad you said something. As a fan of Marlon, I did feel like his special wasn't organic. It felt forced. I don't know why he's trying so hard, but you called it on point. That's all I got. C. Paul from Texas. Thank you, Christian. Yeah, man. Just,
Dude, I do think that he had something there, though. There was a piece there. There was a few pieces there that were really good. And I think that he just wanted to get a special done and he wrapped it all in around it. And there is something good. Mm-hmm. I just think that he needed he could have had, if he would have had more time, put more. I know. This is just my thought, because I do like the God Loves Me, that callback, and that the initial beginning I think was there.
When you talk to me about this, I am like a black woman that knows her man stinks of another bitch and is home late.
You didn't think the first 3 minutes were worthwhile? No, I'm not going to put you in that position. Move on. We'll move on. I'd like that.
No, you don't have to put me in that position. Just keep defending it. Keep defending it. Real quick, just defend it a little bit more.
I really thought that the first 3 minutes were worth something. There was a lot going on there. You know what I didn't like? I got to tell you what I didn't like.
What's that?
I really didn't like, and he got credit for it. I saw some people who commented on it when he talks about the slap and how it came from all the way back, and he goes through the states, and then it's coming through. Do you remember this comedian? I don't know if you're going to remember him because he's a comedian from a long time ago. I believe his name was Richard Pryor.
I know Richard.
Yeah, and he had a joke about the guy went to punch him, and he took his fist back. Was it Richard Pryor that did this? I hope it's Richard Pryor.
So predictable and unoriginal.
Yeah.
Was that bitch named Keisha? All right. D-Man, the producer. Couple of questions. Yo, what's up, Jew and Jerk? I'm going to keep this short and simple. I only have a couple of questions to ask. Are you currently working on a special? I'll answer these as I read them. I'm always working on a special. I'm always working on one. I don't know that the people that would allow me to do one are working with me. 2, how come out of all the states that y'all visited in the South, like Texas, Mississippi, Florida, etc., you have never come here to Louisiana, especially Shreveport? We love comedy just as the next person does. Will we ever see Aries and Andy come to Shreveport, Louisiana in the near future? I did Shreveport, Louisiana once, a million years ago. I don't even think it was a comedy club per se. I think it was some place that they turned into a night for comedy. And I remember the dude that opened for me. I bumped into him, I think within the last year and a half at an airport. And he was a local favorite from Shreveport. White guy, always wore a cowboy hat on stage. And I bumped into him at the airport. We chopped it up a little bit. But that was the one and only time.
It wasn't Hamburger.
Oh, no, it was a white guy.
Oh, okay.
A hamburger.
He wore a cowboy hat on stage.
No. And I haven't been to Shreveport since. Not that I would have anything against going to Shreveport. Just haven't been, brother. Just haven't been. I go where the money blows, nigga.
That's also the responsibility of the community to let their comedy club know that they want to see a certain person. And
if the community has a comedy club.
Yeah. Or a venue. And if you tell that venue or a comedy club enough, and the other people to let them know, they'll eventually have that person come out.
Yeah. Where is this? I wanted to read this. God damn it. Don't do this. God damn it. Sometimes I think something's just going wrong with me. I had them. Okay, here it is.
You know you're getting old.
Yeah, I know, but my spirit is staying young.
Spirit doesn't work the phone.
You got one more thing to say to me, nigga. Sideways. You hear me? And I'm going to punch you so hard, nigga. Your beard is going to stay where it's at, but your body will be somewhere different.
That's a great cartoon.
Between, you know what I mean? Between that lotion and that shit, you got one more motherfucking crack, nigga. All right.
I got one more without getting hit, and then the next one.
The glasses and the beard stay in the frame, but your body is at the door. A pop king. All right. When it comes to some of those mean bastards out there, you only really need to hang mean bastards, but mean bastards you need to hang. John Ruth, the hangman, the hateful eight. Oh, a line from Quentin Tarantino. Yo, my nigga Denzel, and what up, Oa, the king's right-hand servant, who sang she's your queen to be from coming to America, and Andy looking like Jack Nicholson if his career had failed. I don't get that. Looking like Jack Nicholson if his career failed.
If Jack Nicholson's career failed.
He would look like you?
Yeah.
Nah. Um,
I'm a thinner version.
Nah. Yo, fellas, it's Stan again. I wrote in on a different email because I figured my message won't get read, so I try another account. I was dying laughing when you read it. Let my family and friends watch the video. They was in good spirits about it. Then I made it on your podcast. I'm sorry about that, dog. Don't blame me. Nigga, it was autocorrect. Typo, my fault. I was using the mic on the phone instead of typing. I got some porn movie names, character names. The Best Man's Dick, starring Tay Dix and Morris Chestnuts. Okay, kind of did that. He comes on your chest and give a pearl necklace. Regina Pussy Hallways. Terrence Back Howard. Monica Cumhound. Sonia Gapethan. Anal play joke. Nia Long speaks for itself. I made a trans joke about it. Melissa DePusse. Harold Perinew. And to Harold Perinude. Okay? Poetic Pussy. Starring Janet Jack Dick. She's jacking niggas' dicks off or robbing niggas' dicks. Tupac her, like package luggage, and he's packing long a dick too. Fry Dick, starring Ice Cum, Chris Tuck her, Nia Dong. Bitches, ooh. Bernie Back, Kathleen Bradley is forever going to be Miss Parker, but Miss Parker like parking a car. Angela Means to Angela Mean Pussy. Faison Love Dicks, Regina King Dick. 21 Pump Street, starring Channing Tatum. Jonah Hill Pussy. Remember That Booty, starring Denzel Bootyson. Nigga, you just killed a whole franchise.
21 Pump Street wasn't bad, but it could have been
These were
Channing Tatum.
This feels like
Channing taking them.
Channing taking them. This whole thing feels like Marlon's stand-up. That's all I got so far. I hope my email gets read, but Aries, check back on my other email, popcommon@gmail.com. Peace to the power. Please do me a favor, Aries. Check back on my past email and reread it or some of it when it comes down to my question. Yeah, it's gonna probably be a while before I search for you. You just gave me a headache, an ulcer, the cramps, and I got a shit all at the same time reading that. Yeah, you wait in the waiting room. I'm gonna get to you sometime next year.
See, he got what he wanted. Then he wanted more. And now, after he wanted more, he wants you to go back and do some research and bring back even more.
A lot of those felt so forced. A lot of those felt forced, man. Sometimes less is more.
Well, to his thing, he was trying to give you the original names and then the names.
He was trying to give me the original names, the names, and then what the story was.
Yeah. When if he would have just given you the title and the names, and it would have been fun enough, we would have figured it out ourselves.
Which we were kind of doing, which was funny. Listen, leave this to the professionals. Some of y'all get a moment to shine and y'all go nuts. There's a reason why we're professionals. We don't always hit the mark, but more times than few. You know what I mean? We know what we're doing. I mean, just give us the clay and we'll mold it. Sometimes we'll come up with the next motherfucking piece of resistance. I don't know what a great sculpture is. Like, I know, like, you know, whoever Picasso did the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, Picasso didn't do the Mona Lisa.
No, he did. Yeah, he did. No?
No.
Who?
It's Da Vinci.
No, it's Picasso.
Picasso doesn't do the
Bet
Mona
me
Lisa.
50 cents.
Bet you $50.
All right, go to your phone. Picasso did the Mona Lisa, nigga. And you really gonna give me the 50? Because you're Jewish, so I know you might try to.
Who painted the Mona Lisa? Leonardo da Vinci.
Where it say that? Siri ain't say a motherfucking thing.
Who painted I can't even say it now. Here. Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Exactly. I told you, Leonardo da Vinci, nigga. I ain't giving you $50. You still ain't fuck that. I ain't giving
Hey, you know that lunch you bought today?
Yes.
That was on me.
Ah! Cocksucker. I paid $72 for that shit. You owe me change, nigga.
Yeah, okay.
But you know what I mean. Like, I don't know who a great
I know.
sculptor is.
Yeah.
Who did the 16th? It's not 16th because I know in the breakup, what's her name? Jennifer Aniston, the same dude. So he did the Mona Lisa and the 16th Chapel. What the fuck did Pablo Picasso do?
Picasso did the cubism. He does all those weird. The nose is on the side of the face, and the eyes are on the other side of the face, and different. It's called cubism. That's what he did.
So if you insult me again, I'm gonna cubism the shit out of you, and your nose is gonna be on the side of your face.
Like Venus, like the Venus.
Well, anyway,
is a great
sculptures.
sculpture. Yeah, I got you.
I went a long way to try to make a stupid point. You give us the clay, we'll mold the motherfucker. Like whoever the great molders are.
The guy who did Pokey and Gumby.
Yeah. Claymation. I should have just said claymation. Malcolm X, Rush Hour, Bust Hour. Bust Hour, starring Jacket Chan and Jiz Tucker. Anyway, have you guys thought about a Spears and Steinberg podcast tour or live show? I think it would be hilarious. You know, I think at some point
we can
that
do
would
this
be
Sunday.
Great. But you know what my biggest fear is? Just not enough people will show up because we're not.
Do it for free. You know how some of these Friday shows we're only doing the early show?
Yeah.
We could do a late night pod. Just do it for free. See how many people come out.
Oh, goodness. That turnout, boy.
Friday late, though. God, what a pain. That would be. It'd be better on a Sunday.
Right.
Or Thursday, but that Friday night late crowd.
This is from Razia, RASIA 001111@gmail.com. Rock Brothers. What up, guys? I'm still waiting on that ANAL. Well, we don't have it. What Andy is trying to say about the difference between Chris and Tony is Chris is a black man, Tony's a nigga. He can't say it, but I can. Stay up, fellas. That sums that up.
I like
was that what you was trying to say?
No, I really like what I said. Is that what I was trying to say is that like with Malcolm, it was about like if you fuck with us, we're gonna fuck with you back. We're gonna stay on our ground.
Right.
And with Martin, it was about turn the other cheek, be the peaceful one, be that's their vibes.
Right.
So that's really what I was trying to get to. That's why I said like Chris has the hand that is a little bit off. He's not a tough guy. He ain't gonna come at you. But Tony.
Right. Tony's gonna come at you.
Tony said, he said it immediately afterwards. And that's who Tony is. I don't know if that's who Tony is, but I mean, as far as like family, Tony sounded for real. Like this is going to happen if the way that he put it out there. I do. Again, when we talk about some, it's funny though in these families that there could be that much talent, because whether you like Chris or not, and some people don't like Chris, and you said not that you don't like him, but you didn't get
he's not my cup of tea.
But to have that kind of funny and different segments of funny in that same family.
Listen, I wish that I will say this about the Wayans. I'm envious of that.
Yeah,
is that there's 4 successful brothers in a business where it's hard for one person to be successful. If all 4 of y'all are successful, that means if somebody's ever in trouble, you don't have to worry. When you're the sole winner, breadwinner, and all the responsibility is on you, if you're in trouble, everybody in trouble. But if you got 4 or 5 siblings, that's like at one point the Baldwins.
Yeah.
Alec was the main dude, but at one point, especially in the 90s, Stephen Baldwin, the one that looked like Barney Rubble, even that one. There's one who's a real, like, one of the fewer.
There's Billy Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin or Stephen?
Stephen
Baldwin, Alec Baldwin, and there was another one.
No, that's the heavier one. There was
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, they were all working. It's great when your family can all work.
It's got to be nice.
Alec talked about it, though, that he was the one, he was the worker. He was the one that went out, and the others were always just fucking around. And then they were able to build off that. But like in the Rock family, Chris did work his ass off, because Chris had 5 minutes when Eddie Murphy found him, and then he had to work another 10 years before that he was able to really start to come back to being the hour guy.
Right.
Because he didn't have it when he was on SNL. He didn't have the full hour back then.
This is lazy to say, but I want to ask you this question. Like, because if you aren't born into an entertainment family and you don't have the ability, as I say, to skip the line because of who your sibling is that's successful and powerful, and you have to go through the grind. It's the grind that makes you better. It's the grind that teaches you. It's the grind that defines you and makes you who you are. And if you really seek to be the best at what you do in this game, you don't want shortcuts. You want to go through the pain, because the pain is what gives you the perfection or close to it. But knowing how hard this grind is, if you really could go through the grind and go through the shit, or ride the coattails of my famous brother and, still make it on my own merit, but have the doors open for me easily because of that. And even if it means I won't be the sharpest one, would you pick the easier route? Knowing that the success will give you money, fame, security.
The grind is what makes you human, gives you humility, the grind is when you bomb and you have to go back. When you bomb and you have to go, this is the part people don't think about. It's when you bomb as a comic, you don't go back into a room that's nurturing. You don't go back in a room where everybody goes, oh man, that was a tough room. Man, it's going to be better.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to get good. Don't worry about it, man. No, you go back there and you get torn up.
Mm.
You get, seriously, there's they have verbal karate skills that are going to come to your face.
Right.
I mean, you get beat up, and that's part of the humility to be able to be.
And not just in front of your peers, in front of the people. Right.
Man, you people don't understand. This is, there's a lot to this, man. I can't, but for me, and this is different because it was what was important to me, because I wanted to be able to hang out in the room. I never thought, honestly, did I ever think I was going to go on the road with? No, I didn't think I was going to go on the road with you. I didn't think I was be your opener. I never even thought that far ahead. I just wanted to get into the room. I wanted to be around these people that I thought were the greatest people. And then you get around them and you realize, man, these people are just like you, man. They suck in every way too, man. They have all the same problems that you have. They have the same insecurities. They have the same, just every problem that you can have, they have the same problems. But what we have in common is usually we're a little bit of the outsider that's trying to figure it out, or at least the person that's trying to figure out why it's this way. We question everything. And so when you get in that room, I mean, there's some moments that are unbelievable. There's some horrible moments. You just go through it all. And, just like any other art form, I guess, when you put your things out there for people to judge, they do.
Right.
And, but with comics, they're never going to give you a break. You take it. You take that beating, and you should gladly accept it. You should gladly accept. The best moments I have looking back at this is every comic, especially, and I want to say legend in this, that beats me up, that's given me the business for one way or the other, have just hammered me with something. And those are the greatest moments, because if they don't like you, if they don't care about you, they won't spend any time with you on this. I think the worst thing you could do is bomb, and then they look at you and go like, it's all right. You know that they don't fucking think you have a chance if that's what they say to you.
Right.
So I don't know. I wouldn't do it because I would miss that, but I know that now. I don't know in the beginning I would have known that, and maybe that's why Chris is the way that he is with the rest of his brothers. Make them go through it. But I think Chris. It's.
Dude, I saw this movie the other day. I can't remember the name of it. Something funeral. Danny Glover was in it. Tracy Morgan was in it. Chris Rock was in it. And Martin Lawrence was in it. Martin Lawrence was playing Chris Rock's brother. And I just couldn't stop scratching my head. I went, Martin facially looks nothing like Chris Rock. Their facial features are so specific. Martin's got beady eyes. His ears poke out. His face is round. Chris is slender, skinny. He has tiny ears. The facial features couldn't be more off. Why is Tony Rock not playing Chris Rock's brother? I don't get that. And again, that's the part of this business that makes me go, what the fuck? Chris is the star. Chris and Martin are the biggest two names in the movie. Chris has got to have a little pull. He can't go, yo, my brother should play my brother.
But
why is Martin playing your brother and y'all look nothing alike?
But Martin was the other big name in the room and had to be on the movie.
That just doesn't make sense.
Listen, I don't know, and I'm not saying.
Do you know how mad I would be if I was Tony Rock?
I think they do get mad at Chris about this. I mean, I've heard some of the discussions on some other shows and podcasts, and they do get mad. They don't understand it either, but they don't question. And Tony has formed his own following, his own people. Now, here's the other thing. The other way you can say this: if Tony would have done it a different way, and he had the following that he has and what he has, people would say, oh, that's because his brother's Chris Rock. There's no way that they can say that about Tony.
I know, but you know what? If it makes sense, I'm all for it. I'm looking at this movie and I'm going, this is an absurd sell. Him and Martin look totally different in the face. You can't even tell me that's your brother. And yet you have a real brother who resembles you, who does stand up, who's in the game, who's funny. Come on, man. Come on, man. And I'm also going, if that's my brother, and I know how hard it is in this business to make it, and I know Martin is straight. Financially, Martin's good. Keep the money in the family, nigga. I'm Chris Rock. Financially, I'm good. Let my brother be good. We both, the Rocks, financially, we're good. I don't know. I don't know.
But you don't need to look like someone to play their brother. James Caan didn't look like anything like Al Pacino in The Godfather. They didn't look close. They didn't look like they were related.
No, but that's deep. We're talking about great actors filling roles. I'm saying that if it makes sense.
Okay.
I don't know if that word is aesthetically.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Aesthetically, if you look like the person who's in the movie and it'd be different if Chris Rock was a welder or a plumber. And you're going, hey, have this plumber who don't know shit about acting, who's not in the game, who don't have a funny bone in his body, play me just because we look alike. Now that's different. Because you don't want somebody fucking up the performance. But if he's in the game and Tony is certified funny and you look like me, doesn't it make sense?
Kind of, but look, who's the guy that you like a lot from King of Queens?
Kevin James.
His brother is Gary Valentine.
Right, and he would play his friend.
Yeah.
In
some of the movies.
On the TV show, King of Queens.
He would show up sometimes, but he wasn't like a regular character that was on there. He got that part of the friend, and in Bring the Noise or whatever, I think he played a little bit bigger character. They did give him a bigger part, but he doesn't want people to know that that's his brother. I mean, people know, but he wants his own career, I think.
I don't know. All right. Want to give out some dates? I was going to read one more, but
you don't want. It's up to you.
Yeah, this is quick. Porn name, so this is quick and fun. Daryl Albright, Illmatic with a Jadakiss flow. What up, A&A-double-S? Got some more titles for you. The Legend of Bag Her Pants. That's funny, right?
Yeah, that one's good.
Wild Wild Chest, starring Will Stiff, Cliff Banger, and starring Sylvester She Bones. All right, that was almost good.
That was working hard.
Yeah. Your style of comedy is Illmatic with a Jadakiss flow. Top-notch comedy, my nigga. Andy, you're the Rick Rubin of this shit, yo. You two dudes are a dynamic duo like BlackMan and Robin. Put the microphone in the air. Meet me on the roof like Commissioner Gordon. One last thing. Check out this documentary on Amazon. Keep Punching. Rocky versus Drago. You'll find it really interesting. Great watch. Keep me laughing to myself and looking crazy at work. Peace, Daryl Albright. Andy, give us some dates.
I like BlackMan and Robin, though, a lot.
BlackMan and Robin?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
I don't know. It just sounds right.
Oh, okay.
BlackMan and Robin.
BlackMan.
It's a good comic book. That we should have like a comic book. We should, you know how we had our old cartoon logo?
Yes.
BlackMan and Robin, where it's the Batman character.
Right.
It looks,
I get it.
It looks good. I think it would be cool. Someone I wish someone would draw that. I'll tell Max to draw it.
All right. Yeah, shit, your son.
Yeah. Let's see. Mark, you're listening to this the same week we're going to be in Miami Improv. March 24th to the 26th. March 30th through April 2nd, we're going to be at LOL in San Antonio, Texas. April 6th through April 8th, we're going to be at the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio. April 27th through the 30th, Improv in Arlington, Texas. May 5th through the 7th, Improv at Cleveland, Ohio. You're not going to do it?
Just a bed outside.
May 25th to the 28th, Helium, Portland, Oregon, and June 1st to the 3rd, Cobb, San Francisco, with a June 9th and 11th at the Pittsburgh Improv. That's the dates.
There we go.
We got it?
Yep, we got it.
Spears and Steinberg.
Thanks for listening to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. If you'd like to know who's responsible for this shit, it was hosted by Ari Spears and Andy Steinberg, produced by Steve Merrick and Anthony Holmes, executive producer, Big Papa, Robert Kelly, and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button podcast. For more information on where to find us on the internet, visit spearsburgpod.com.